If you're dealing with a urinary tract infection or frequently find yourself battling against them, I'm here to guide you through some natural remedies to combat urinary tract infections. Surprisingly enough, your humble abode, specifically your kitchen or your backyard garden, might just be your best potential pharmacy to counteract these infections. You might be wondering, how can your kitchen or garden help? Well, many of the foods that we consume on a daily basis possess properties that can support our immune system in fighting off these infections. One of these natural ways is through a fundamental change in our diet. The first step in the combat against urinary tract infections is reducing sugar intake. Sugar has long been associated with various health problems, but what many people don't realize is that it can exacerbate urinary tract infections as well. The bacteria that cause these infections feed on sugar, so by reducing your sugar intake, you are essentially starving them, which in turn can slow down their growth and proliferation. Remember, the more sugar you consume, the more you are indirectly feeding the bacteria causing your infection. It's also important to note that while some people might not get urinary tract infections despite a high consumption of sugar, others are unfortunately more susceptible to them. This could be due to various factors such as a weak immune system, exposure to certain types of bacteria, or even a genetic predisposition. Hence, it is always a good practice to limit your sugar intake, not just for UTIs, but for your overall health. In addition to reducing sugar, it's also advisable to limit the intake of carbonated drinks, coffee, alcohol, and spicy foods. While these might not directly cause UTIs, they are known to aggravate the condition. This is because these drinks and foods can irritate the bladder and the urinary tract, making symptoms such as pain and discomfort worse. They can also lead to dehydration, which can further exacerbate the infection. Smoking is another lifestyle factor that can contribute to UTIs. Just like alcohol, caffeine, and spicy foods, smoking can irritate the urinary tract and exacerbate your symptoms. It also weakens your immune system, making it harder for your body to fight off the infection. Therefore, it's crucial to consider quitting smoking if you're suffering from recurrent UTIs. Hydration is key when it comes to preventing and treating urinary tract infections. Drinking water encourages frequent urination, which can help flush out the bacteria from your urinary system. However, while this is beneficial, it's not a complete treatment for UTIs and should be supplemented with other remedies. On the topic of medication, it's important to avoid self-medicating. The incorrect use of medication, particularly antibiotics, can lead to antibiotic resistance. This means that the bacteria can become stronger and harder to treat, making future infections potentially more severe. Always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new medication. Now, to identify a urinary tract infection, you should look out for the common symptoms. Typically, these include an increased urgency to urinate, often with only a few drops coming out each time. You might also experience a burning sensation during urination, which can be quite discomforting. It's also noteworthy to mention that fever isn't always present but can occur, especially if the infection spreads to the kidneys. To alleviate the symptoms of a UTI, be sure to drink plenty of water and include cranberries in your diet. These little red berries, best consumed dried or in the form of concentrated unsweetened juice, contain compounds that prevent bacteria from adhering to the bladder walls. Adding to your diet, diuretic foods like onions, watermelon, asparagus, parsley, soursop, and cucumber can also be very effective in treating urinary tract infections. These foods are known to increase urine production, which can help in flushing out the bacteria causing the infection. Remember, the best defense against UTIs is a balanced diet, plenty of hydration, and good hygiene. So the next time you're suffering from a urinary tract infection, remember these simple yet effective remedies. Your kitchen and garden can indeed be your best allies in the fight against UTIs. They aid in increasing urine production, helping to flush out bacteria. If you're experiencing recurrent UTIs, it could be linked to a weak immune system. Boosting your immune system is essential in such cases. Regular sun exposure and the consumption of probiotics can significantly improve your immune system. For the elderly or bedridden, along with these measures, glutamine supplementation can be beneficial. However, always consult a doctor before starting any supplements. Good hygiene practices are critical in preventing UTIs. It's important to clean from front to back, avoid holding in urine for too long, and wear loose-fitting clothes during warmer seasons. Choosing cotton underwear and avoiding wearing any at night can also help. While public restrooms aren't ideal, holding in urine is worse as it can lead to UTIs. Remember, These tips are not a replacement for professional medical advice. If you suspect a UTI, it's crucial to consult a healthcare professional. Tailoring your diet and lifestyle can be helpful, but professional guidance is irreplaceable in managing and treating UTIs.